have our bad days too.
Yeah, it isn't all sparkle and magic.
Sure, we only work one day a year.
But you have to understand the preparation that goes into something like that.
I mean, have you ever tried to lay an egg? I don't think so. Pretty hard to do if you're a chicken. I'm a rabbit. Rabbits are mammals. Try to figure that one out. Not an easy living. No way.
And nowadays, people are less trusting. It used to be that they keep their doors locked for me, but now with Dobermans and alarm systems, it's like they don't want me to give them free presents. Not to mention that most people don't have fireplaces anymore. It makes me pretty sad when I have to see a stocking fill on a thermostat with care. I'm over 1,000 years old, and I'm not getting any younger. Outrunning maniacal pets, climbing through windows. It's enough to make the guy want to quit the gig altogether.
So we're protesting until you people out there acknowledge the hardships we endure and start teaching future generations to respect holiday celebrities. We're on strike.
I have a dream that one day Hallmark cards will not show a rabbit with a smile on his face. Will instead show a rabbit in a power suit, making children happy all over the world. A true mogul of happiness, if you will.
I have a dream that one day people will realize that they're slowly killing Santa by offering me sweet, delicious treats, high in calories and carbohydrates. I have a weight problem. Don't you people realize I'm addicted to cookies? You're all enablers, and we need to break this vicious cycle. So I say, open your crisper drawers to jolly old Saint Nick. Offer me the bounty of your gardens, not the crumbs of your cookie jar. Oh yeah, and I'm lactose intolerant, so please, please, no more milk!
And I have a dream that one day my brethren will not have to dread the last Thursday in November where they're led off to every kitchen in America where their skin is basted in butter. They must spend their final hours baking in an oven next to a green bean casserole and Grandma Lottie's apple pie.
So tonight, we tell you our stories, and we hope by the end of this protest that we will be recognized and respected for the truly great works we do. This is an expose. Holiday Celebrities Tell All.
Recently, some of you watching The Night Sky on December 24th have probably been disappointed because you can't seem to spot Rudolph. Well, the truth of the matter is that Rudolph retired 6 years ago after a dreadful accident while flying over the Carolinas. There was an attempt on Rudolph's life. Excuse me?
It was Christmas Eve and Bub and me were out hunting for some beetles. We was hoping to shoot us a duck.
Them good eats.
Or a deer.
Them good eats too.
So we're peering up at the sky, looking for ducks, 30 below out, we're freezing our potatoes off. Then I gets to thinking, ducks fly south for the winter.
We was in North Carolina, not south.
So I'm about to give up when what do I see?
Let me tell you.
Go on, me big O.
It was a flying deer. Them really good eats, I think.
We were just flying over the Carolinas, and not a single light was on for miles. The Carolinas have always had a strong belief in Santa, so they're all sound asleep, hoping I visit them all. The boys singing a few rounds of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, then BANG! Something comes out from flying underneath the earth.
This here's my elephant gun. Got it on eBay. I ain't never seen no elephants in Carolina. Well, except for that one time, but I think Cousin Jake's mooching had to do with that.
Now you might think shooting ducks with an elephant gun is like grating cheese with a chainsaw. But Bub was blind as a bat in one eye. When he was a boy, he got kicked in the head by a mule.
Them good eats.
And I'm screaming, Mayday! Mayday! We're going down! And all the reindeer were trying to keep us up, but as you all know, Rudolph's the head of the pack, and he was out cold. I was trying to figure out what was wrong with him, but then I realized his nose wasn't blinking anymore. Those crazy hunters had shut it off!
So then I see this bright red ball falling from the sky, and my first thought is, meteor. I seen them shows on the Sci-Fi Channel. I know one of them things can do, so I ducked and covered.
The earth was a whirlwind of trees and dirt. When I woke up, there were unconscious reindeer and presents as far as I could see. And Rudolph, poor Rudolph, was sitting there, crying. Have you ever seen a reindeer cry? Stuff to make you sick.
Well, I waited for the explosion and all that, like the TV said it happened when a meteor done struck, but nothing. Just a lot of scurrying around and stuff. And when we opened our eyes, there were presents everywhere. I couldn't explain it, but Bubba could.
I shot a pinata.
That's right.
A supernatural flying pinata, not good eats. But still, one of the most single coolest moments of my entire life. Well, except for that one time we saw John Cena in Walmart.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
And then here comes these two backwoods yokels with what looked like an elephant gun scooping up all of my presents. And then it hit me. This was Bubba and Betsy Smith from Old Marsh, North Carolina. They've been on my naughty list since their first Christmas. me. Nice little things they grew up into. Well, I guess they never really grew up.
Built a tricycle and a sled and an easy bake oven.
Now, what were you gonna do with an easy bake oven?
Bake stuff. Ooh, I could bake brownies in bed. Can't do that with the regular oven. That thing is heavy. I could bake cakes and pies and garlic bread and chicken.
So blubbering on about brownies in bed, and I got deliveries to make. We start on the East Coast, you know, so I only had 10% of my route completed. Those two yokels just about ruined Christmas for everyone.
And raccoon and donuts and pizza and flying meat. That's about it.
Just about that time, Dancer and Prancer started waking up, and when they saw Ruff crying his little reindeer's eyes out, it was payback time.
Now, I spent just about every day of my life hunting them little critters, and I can't say I ever remember having one of them hunt me. It was like one of them Twilight Zone episodes. All of a sudden, these walking, talking deer came out first, and they was yelling things at me like,
You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. We're gonna go medieval on you hillbillies. And now you have to realize that these reindeer are peaceful creatures who bring joy to millions of children out of the kindness of their hearts. But that night, it was personal.
I've been a lot of fights in my days. I know how to just whoop on just about anyone. But I was confused. How do I fight a deer? Do I punch him in the head, grab by his antlers, kick him out from underneath his little legs?
So while Bubba was hesitating, survival skills kicked in for good old Betsy. I knew we was in some serious trouble. Them alien creatures wanted their pinata back, but they weren't gonna get it without a fight.
So Betsy gets herself in some sort of judo pose, and that was enough to get the reindeer laughing. I mean, this one did not look the part of a ninja.
Just call me Mantis Woman.
Of course, she didn't know that these were Sam's reindeer, and these reindeer could fly.
The wrath of the whooping crane. Waka! Waka!
So she comes charging at the reindeer, they jump over her head and just sort of hover there.
The only way I could describe it was a reindeer version of the Matrix. I was freaking out.
I've never seen morphs run so fast. Betsy was screaming something about aliens, and Bubba had East Bake ovens under each one of his flat arms that he sprinted through the snow.
I'd say it was a pretty fair fight. I mean, we got our point across.
The reindeer dusted themselves off and got back into the sleigh. Poor old Rudolph. When it came time to fly, he just couldn't do it. Fly is a very magical thing, especially if you don't have wings. You must believe in yourself. And that night, Rudolph's confidence was shattered. For the rest of the night, he sat beside me in the sleigh, and when we got back to my workshop, he turned in his resignation. All those years bringing joy to millions of children was ruined by a couple of two backwoods yokels looking for Christmas dinner.
I've always believed that you should accept and embrace the body you were given when you were born. Every life is a blessing. We are all made in our unique and special way. All of these people in Los Angeles going for their weekly Botox sessions and their yearly nip and tucks make me sick. Of course, there's always something we like to change about ourselves. Take me, for instance. Try wearing a fur coat 12 months out of the year while I go to places like Tucson, Arizona, and Death Valley. I come home sick of BO, bunny odor, but you don't see me going out and getting a full bikini wax. This is the way I was made, and kids just wouldn't view me in the same light if I was hopping around all bald, looking like I was ready for the stew pot. But some people just can't get it through their thick heads that I didn't choose to look this way.
My brothers and sisters, a grave injustice has been taking place in our fair city. A crime is being committed against our own mother, the one we call Mother Nature.
Tell it, sister.
Peabody Clothing Company is promoting the use of rabbit fur in their new fall fashions. We represent a small but progressive grassroots group, the Coalitions Against the Humans Against Fur for Fashion, or CHAP.
Join us and stop the insanity. Last year, thousands of innocent rabbits gave their lives so that wealthy suburbanites could stay a little warmer and look a little more hip.
That's awful.
Not 5 miles from here, there's a farm where rabbits are raised for nothing more than their hides, which are taken from them and turned into coats of death.
This is making me sick.
If you have any yearning for moral justice, I beseech you, join our cause. Who will join us?
I will. Fur is murder. Fur is murder. Fur is murder?
Is this your idea of a sick joke?
Excuse me?
There's no excuse for people like you.
People Like me?
Have you no shame wearing that thing? Knowing how many lives were sacrificed for your vanity?
I'm naked.
Listen, you suburbanite. We have a permit. We're allowed to be here. It's in the Constitution. You've made your point, now move along.
Now, listen here.
No, you listen. My sidekick told me that my former self was an untamable jackrabbit. This is a very personal issue for me.
I'm the Easter Bunny.
That's it. I know we're supposed to believe in civil disobedience, but I'm gonna kick his butt.
Moonbeam, no! If you fight with fists, they've won.
But look at him. They've already won.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I'm the Easter Bunny. You know, as in a big rabbit.
We fought a good fight today. Let's rest until tomorrow. Come on, I'll buy you some non-dairy soy-based ice cream. Jimmy, thank you for that story. And don't forget, it's okay to cry. Not only does it release tension, but it burns calories as well, helping you fight your obesity. Okay. Tonight we have a new member joining us, and I know he would appreciate our support. Let me introduce you to Herb.
Good evening. I'm Herb.
Hi, Herb.
Hi. And I have a weight problem.
Well, Herb, we welcome you to Overeaters Anonymous. Tell us a little about your problem, and don't forget, we're not here to judge you. We're here to help.
Well, my profession puts me in certain situations where it's extremely dangerous if I eat too much corn.
Corn, yes. I've heard that some people are deathly allergic to it.
Oh no, I'm not allergic. It's just my associates keep on shoving it in my cubicle. And I just love the stuff. Sweet, yellow corn, the food of the gods. Oh man, I wish I had some right now. I'd kill for some corn!
Calm down, Herb. Take your seat.
Sorry, I'm going through withdrawals. I've been on and off the stuff for a couple months now, especially with it being on and off.
I understand. Now, you said people at work are always taunting you with corn. Who are these individuals? And what exactly is it that you do for a living?
Well, I'd rather not say.
Everything is confidential here, Herb.
Let's just say I'm in the poultry business.
So you're like a farmer.
Shut your dirty mouth, David. I'm not a murderer. Anyway, I tell myself to resist the temptation whenever feeding time. Lunch rolls around, but I just don't have the willpower.
Do you have any friends who work with you? Anyone who could give you a gentle reminder when these situations arise?
Of course, the members of my flock, associates, all great friends of mine, but they're all just cornheads. They all just sit around eating the stuff all day, no motivation to better themselves, no thoughts of the future. But I can't let myself get too fat. It makes my life much more dangerous.
Because you worry about your cholesterol level?
Well, that and the fact that if I end up too fat, I might end up with my head chopped off and loads of fried stuff up my goose. I've seen my friends go down that road before. The big man comes out and says, "Come on, little fall, let's take a nice ride in my little truck." And before you know it, they're turning your giblets into gravy.
Listen, Herb, if you've been witness to some kind of crime, you need to realize that I have a responsibility to.
And I looked into this whole Thanksgiving shenanigans. Just because I don't have hands doesn't mean I can't open an encyclopedia. The Pilgrims didn't eat turkey. They ate eels and clams. Eels! Where do you get turkey out of eels? I'd like to know.
Thanksgiving? What are you talking about?
Oh, what's the whole? And I've looked into this whole. And I've looked into this whole stuffing. What kind of sick, masochistic turkey hater came up with that twisted idea? That's a one-way street, buddy. Oh, and another thing. We've got vegetables in the USA. I've seen them. Millions of acres of vegetables. Why don't you eat those instead? And you fat jerks are making it worse with the whole low-carb garbage, eating 10 pounds of meat a week while potatoes and carrots have the luxury of dying of old age.
You're a giant turkey.
No, I'm not.
You're the fattest, juiciest.
Hey now, I don't like that looking.
Imagine all the stuffing that would fit.
You keep your hands to yourself.
Can't take anymore. I've just gotta have a taste. Get him!
Wow, wow, wow. Big babies crying about working one day a year. What about us, the working stiffs, the holiday celebrities that didn't have a rich daddy and didn't get into Ivy League holiday celebrity school? Santa's daddy was an oil tycoon, swear on my mother. And Easter Bunny, his dad works on Wall Street, and Herb the turkey, well, Herb's just a freak. But honestly, no one's gonna eat a 6-foot-tall talking turkey. Herb's got nothing to worry about.
We, on the other hand, have to be there all day, and it's very depressing. Watching the ugliest man wooing the most beautiful woman because they think they're charming, good kissers, or witty. But of course, it's all me, Cupid, finding these guys the love of their lives, day in and day out. And with the divorce rate what it is, it's like they don't want to be in love. What's the point? What do I go home to? A frozen Hungry Man dinner and the reruns of The Bachelor? Oh, I'm so lonely.
And me, just because I was affording stage students at my local holiday celebrity school and no one could understand me doesn't make it alright to give me the most lowly position of all. Listen, I don't have any gold. Get that through your thick skulls. I'm perchy too and I live in my parents' basement. I work at the local food court in the mall and I drive a 1982 Gremlin. I've been kidnapped 184 times in the last 5 years and frankly, I'm getting a little ticked off.
Maybe, just maybe, one day children will stop simply expecting that they'll receive a quarter every time a tooth falls out of their head. It's not a miraculous event. Everybody loses their baby teeth. Some lose even more than that. Just because you're 80 and lost a tooth doesn't mean I'm gonna give you a quarter if you put it under your pillow. Grow up, people. The children need me. Not that they're much better. It's always the same thing. Me, me, me. What about the tooth fairy? What about my needs?
Hey, Tooth Fairy, take it easy.
Shut up, fat Bob and single.
Where's her, Tooth Fairy?
Get over it, Bob.
Anyway, we're here to show you what the blue-collar celebrities have to put up with every day. If those last crybabies didn't make their point because they seem so high and mighty, maybe we will.
Do you have any idea what a burden it is to be a celebrity? I get noticed everywhere I go. I mean, can't even grab a bite to eat without someone coming up and talking my ear off. And they never want to talk about anything interesting like the economy or international relations. It's always the same thing. Teeth, teeth, teeth. I know it's my job and all, but when I'm not at work, I don't want to think about it. But even worse than having people talk to me about their oral hygiene are the people that think I owe them something. Take yesterday, for instance, when I went to the dentist to have a toothache looked at. Yes, even I don't always floss. What? What are you looking at? Ain't you never seen a girl wearing wings before? Huh? Take a picture, keep moving.
I know who you are.
Congratulations, your prize is in the mail.
You owe me 50 cents.
I what?
You owe me 50 cents.
Now keep it down, Pipsqueak. I don't know you nothing.
The rules say.
What rules?
My mother says.
Oh, your mother? What's her name?
Mrs. Nancy Floopnose.
Well, of course. If she said it, then it must be true.
My mother never lies.
Like the time she told you someone stole your brand new bike?
Someone did steal my new bike.
She ran over it with her station wagon.
Liar!
Okay, quiet down. Go back to your comic book. I see all, I know all. Now just keep it down. I don't believe you. What do you mean you don't believe me? I know everything. Listen, okay? I know all. I see all, I know all. Now go back to your coloring book. I have a toothache.
You owe me 50 cents.
I what?
Only 50 cents.
No, I don't. What are you doing? Just enjoy your coloring book and leave me alone. I have a toothache. Now please be quiet.
Just give me my 50 cents.
Listen, the rules say that if you lose a tooth, you can put it under your pillow and I'll give you a quarter.
I put 2 teeth under my pillow.
And they were stolen. And they were stolen.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they were. Infinity.
No, they weren't. Infinity plus 1.
Oh, listen, I saw you with my own 2 eyes.
I don't believe you.
Mrs. Barnum is your 2nd grade teacher. You go to Bear Creek Elementary School. You ride bus number 8 and have a habit of picking your nose. Not to mention you have a crush on little Bobby Fletcher. I know everything. I'm omniscient.
Really? My class was to them once. I got my picture taken next to one of their buggies. Isn't it hard not living without electricity?
Not Amish, omniscient, all-seeing, all-knowing, and since I'm all-seeing and all-knowing, I know you stole Maggie Hansen's 2 front teeth, but you lost them last Tuesday.
I was.
Listen, I talked to my friend Santa. Maggie's been crying herself to sleep every night. She doesn't want a doll for Christmas or a PlayStation 2. All she wants for Christmas is her 2 front teeth. Now what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, thanks for the tip. I bet you paid way more than 50 cents for those dirty old teeth. See ya.
Don't miss Claus. The Easter Bunny's got other bunnies hopping around, but Cupid, I ain't got no one. I tried hanging out with them leprechauns, thinking maybe one of them would be my girlfriend. But there's some freaky little midgets, and greedy, always hoarding all their money in case someone kidnaps them for their imaginary pot of gold. Not one of them little ladies would go Dutch with me when I take them out to dinner. It's not like I get paid to shoot people. So one night, I was sitting on my couch, drowning my sorrows in a gallon of ice cream, when I read an article in this paper about something called speeding. So I called the number and signed up. Here's how it works. So the beautiful babes and good-looking fellas like myself get assigned to one of these tables. When the bell rings, the ladies rotate, and I get 1 minute to sweep them off their feet. Piece of cake, right? Well, not if for me it's not.
Hi there. My name is Vicky. I'm a 20-year-old accountant from Orange County who likes long walks on the beach, eating sushi, and reading novels by 5. And you are?
Curtis.
Ooh, cute name.
Right.
And?
And what? You want to make out?
Dad, boy. Tell me a little about yourself. How old are you?
28.
And what do you do?
I'm a professional athlete.
A professional athlete?
Yeah, I'm into archery.
You mean like bows and arrows?
That's right. You like it?
I thought you might play football or baseball. I can't imagine a sport like that pays very well. Has it been a minute yet?
You want to yell sometime? Call me. You see what I mean? A girl wants a guy to be honest, handsome, and normal. But if I tell them I'm the 4,000-year-old son of a Greek goddess who sneaks up on lonely bachelors, shoots them in the heart with magic arrows to force ladies to love him in order to further populate the world, chances are they'll call the cops on me. It's not like they're all normal themselves. Hey there. My name's For the Love of Zeus. What happened to your face?
This is the way the night spirit intended for me to look. Hi, I'm Pandora. In Earth years, I'm 23, but in cosmic time, my age cannot be deciphered. My hobbies include writing nocturnes, crying myself to sleep, and making my parents question when they were wrong.
Hasn't it been a minute yet?
And what about you?
I'm the 4,000-year-old son of a Greek goddess who sneaks up on lonely bachelors, shoots them in the heart with magic arrows to force ladies to love him in order to further populate the world.
Listen, jerk. Just because I'm different from you doesn't mean you ever make fun of me. I pity you. I honestly do. I hope that someday you gain a higher level of consciousness and give in to the inevitable disappointment
take me seriously. Not that I wanted to impress Miss Creature of the Night. All I want is a nice, normal girl who doesn't mind that I have to cut slits in my shirt so my wings could fit. Is that asking for too much? Hey there. Don't worry, a minute goes by faster than you think. Before you know it, you'll be off with one of those tall, dark, handsome men instead of this short, pale, kind of creepy-looking troll.
Are you kidding? I've been waiting all night for my turn to sit with you.
You what?
Sure. All these other guys look like they spent hours getting ready for this stupid blind date game. You look like you couldn't care less about the way you look.
This is my best outfit.
I love a guy who doesn't mind buying secondhand clothes.
But
Believe me, I don't want to be here either. My friend dragged me along at the last minute, but I'd really rather be at home getting ready for my exams.
what do you major in?
I'm studying to be a marriage counselor.
Really?
Yeah, I can't stand to watch two people who have decided to spend their lives together mindlessly decide to throw something as precious as love away.
I know exactly what you mean.
You seem like you take marriage very seriously. I think that's very hot.
Divorce is such a waste of my time. I mean, waste of time. Listen, I need to be honest with you. My name's...
Curtis, I know. I asked one of the other ladies about you.
You asked about me?
Sure, just because you're a little unique doesn't mean that you're not attractive.
Oh no, just about.
Hey, who said we have to stay here? Want to buy me a cup of coffee?
You know what, you're going ahead.
But
I'll see you around. I'm on a roll. I figure, why settle? At this rate, I could hook up with this supermodel. Hey, the baby, is it hot in here, or is it just you?
I just want to live a normal life. Unlike those other holiday celebrities, I wasn't given a specific job. You see, never really graduated. Something about being a foreign exchange student and starting my senior year at the Celebrity Academy a semester late. Anyway, I don't really have any magical powers, so other celebrities started making fun of me and started spreading rumors about me. He lives at the end of the rainbow. If you catch him, he'll give you a pot of gold. Tried to steal his lucky charms. It's all a bunch of blarney. I just want to live my normal life, serve the good people at the mall who choose to eat at a fine restaurant, meatball on a stick.
Hang on, babe. I want a meatball.
That place is gross.
Hey, little boy.
I happen to be in my 30s.
What?
I'm 32.
It's speaking of meatball on a stick.
And do you have like a salad or anything?
No, the title of the restaurant is Meatball on a Stick. That's all we've got. Meatballs and sticks.
Huh?
You know you're speaking in an accent.
Thanks for pointing that out, Captain Obvious.
Why are you doing that? You think you sound cool?
Did it ever occur to you that maybe you have the accent and I'm talking normally?
Don't get smart with me, knee-high. Give the girl a salad.
We don't serve salads here.
What did you say? Great. And could you put the dressing on the side?
Let me spell it out for you using visual aids. Meatball. Stick. Meatball on a stick.
Thanks, Shorty. Now chop on that salad.
Have you been listening to a single word I've been saying? We don't serve salads here.
That's right. One salad. Do you understand a word this guy is saying?
Not really. Hey, Shrimpy, what country are you from anyway? Kentucky?
I'm from Ireland.
An island? What island?
Ireland.
Iceland?
Ireland!
He said Ireland. You know, like that place where they make the cereal with all the marshmallows in it?
Where they make the... You're an idiot.
So you're kind of short and...
Oh, I can hear the stupidity working its way through her fat head.
Are you a leprechaun or something?
I should just say no, but me temper won't let me do that. Oh, why can't I just control me temper? Yes, I'm a leprechaun from the green, grassy hills of Ireland, where I used to live under the rainbow with me pots of gold, where I used to dance with talking goats and magic fairies. Fa la 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 la. But I left that place to follow me dreams and meatball on a stick.
And if we catch you, you have to give us your pot of gold, right?
Is that true? I could get a new truck.
Where I used to dance in the sky on moonbeams and eat puffy white clouds powdered in sugar. Get him! What? Help! Help! Somebody help me! I've been kidnapped! Again!
I think he misunderstood. He's got a pretty thick accent. I think he wanted a piggyback ride.
Gotcha. Hungry. Let's get a taco.
Most holiday celebrities do work hard. At least they acknowledge what they do. They have cards and decorations and parades on their special days. But we are the forgotten holidays.
Why do you park on a driveway and drive on a parkway? Roses are red, violets are blue. Sugar is sweet and sometimes brown.
I represent everyone's mother, and it makes me sick to know the government had to step in and put aside just a day that you'll remember to call your mother, and maybe, if she's lucky, take her to Sizzler.
Why do drive-through ATMs have Braille on the keys? I saw the best minds of my generation graduate from college and get decent paying jobs. Good for them.
Did you know that every day of the year is National Something Day? It's true, but most of you don't take the time in September to think about Stupid Question Day, or in August, Bad Poetry Day. But at least these forgotten to remember to call their mother because they know what it's like to be ignored.
Whose sick idea was it to spell the word bliss with an S in it? My heart beats like a beating, fleshy muscle thingy. My love is as strong as a fat guy's veto. If a cow laughs, does milk come out of its nose? Her laugh sounds like a sick dog puking. Her lips are as full as my Uncle Gideon after Thanksgiving dinner. Wouldn't it be great if they made dried grapes? Her hair smells as tipping and bacon in the microwave. Her eyes shine like tire fire.
Maybe we weren't the brightest holiday celebrities. Maybe we didn't always score the highest on the HATs, the holiday aptitude test, but we still sit by the phone every night hoping someone will remember us.
Should vegetarians eat animal crackers? Isn't it a little unnerving that doctors call what they do a practice? If someone with multiple personalities tries to kill himself, is it considered a hostage situation? Would a fly without wings be called a walk? What's another word for synonym? What color does a Smurf turn when he's choking? Why does your nose run, but your feet smell?
And of course we have to go last. Isn't that the way it always is, guys? We're the misunderstood. The celebrities have helped create some of your favorite holidays, but are always taken out of context, forgetting the true history that made holidays like New Year's Eve, the 4th of July, and Halloween great.
We are the symbols that lurk in the shadows, ignored, eclipsed by rival celebrities like that no-good Uncle Sam. Oh, he makes me sick. You know what, people? He's not even an uncle. He doesn't even have any siblings. He's a sham. And that beard, it's fake. Don't believe me? Go on, give it a yank.
And we're not here like all those others. We don't want equal rights or higher pay. We just want someone to acknowledge what we've done. A plaque would be nice, or a monument. Oh, something in Washington, D.C. I'd look great in marble. Baby, don't push it. I'm just saying.
We hope you'll see the more personal side of the misunderstood celebrities. And maybe once you see where we're coming from, you'll actually understand what we went through so that you can enjoy our holiday.
Hey, wait, baby, Baldy.
I'm not bald.
Whatever. Listen, we need to wrap this up. Macy's after the Thanksgiving Day parade can be down the street, and we need all the pictures we can.
But we're the misunderstood holiday icons. This could be our only chance to.
Well, there's 3 of you, and this committee isn't going to wait around all day. I'm sure you have lots to cry about, but your therapist will care a whole lot more than these people. I mean, Halloween, New Year's Eve, 4th of July. People love you. Pick one story and let's get out of here.
Well, that takes care of that. Ta-ta, you two. Scuttle along.
Hey, wait a minute. Do you know who I am? Do you? And what about me? My family members were burned at the stake, and now children run around getting candy in the name of a horrific massacre.
Yeah, over 300 years ago.
Don't you dare belittle my tragedy.
And I've been waiting in the wings for my New Year's Eve to roll around for years, the millennium. But some urban legend about computers leaking out prevented me from having my moment in this time. I was ready to party, have a good time, maybe even indulge in a little champagne. But everywhere I went, people closed their doors in my face. They didn't let me into their bomb shelters, and when midnight struck and then, nothing. Did they welcome me in with open arms? No. They felt relief, shook their embarrassed heads in their mountains of freshwater emergency food packs, and went to bed. My life was stolen from me. The people need to hear my story.
Sounds like they just did. And as for you,
I should turn you into a toad, you bald baby.
Hey.
No offense. Everywhere you go, people pull over to snap pictures. Sitting on telephone poles, perched on a fence post, soaring over a canyon. People see me, and they chase me out of town with pitchforks and torches. What could a bald eagle possibly have to complain about?
I'm not bald.
Whatever, let the pompous brat have his moment in the spotlight. We'll probably never be appreciated or understood.
Story of my life.
Well, now that we're alone, allow me to tell you the riveting, tragic story of yours truly, the American bald eagle. I'll be the first to admit that it's wonderful to symbolize an entire country, not just a city or even a state, but an entire glorious country. Whenever people spot me in the topmost branches of a giant sequoia, or gliding gracefully over amber waves of grain, or on a date in an Italian restaurant, they always stare in awe, commenting on how majestic I look. But then they insult me. Every single time they stare, they point, and they smile. I don't mind. I know how good I look. But then they have the nerve to say, hey, it's a bald eagle. Bald? Bald? I'm not bald. I happen to have white feathers on the top of my head. Sure, I'm only 35, but look at Steve Martin. He never had color in his hair, and no one calls him bald. I'm really sensitive about my hair because I'm a bachelor, and it can really turn off the ladies if they think I'm actually bald. Take the other night, for
Oh, Norm, you are so funny.
Oh, thank you, Suzanne. I love your laugh. It's like the gentle tinkling of bells. Like bells. Anyway, are you enjoying your linguine?
Oh, yes, I love Italian food.
Well, actually, noodles originated in China, so technically we're eating Chinese food.
That's fascinating. Why hasn't some lucky lady snatched it before now?
I don't know. I guess being a giant bird and all.
Well, I don't mind the one outside of Cliff. I think it's very interesting.
Yes, well, the views are spectacular. More Bordeaux, my sweet.
Well, I'll be. What did I tell you, Timmy?
Wow, Mom. Neato.
Yeah, that there is a symbol of our great nation. Look how he sits, so majestic and proud.
I guess I do have a bit of an ego. First my class at Harvard, and then...
Now, Timmy, do you remember that bird book we had back up in the Winnebago?
I sure do.
You remember seeing this magnificent creature in that book?
Yeah, Mom?
I did a spread for the National Audubon Society. Very tastefully done. Fully clothed, of course. Now, back in my Harvard days...
That's a bald eagle.
That's right, a great big bald eagle.
Now, wait just a minute, miss.
Bald? You mean that's a rug?
No, it's not a bug.
Do you know why he's called a bald eagle?
Because he's bald?
That's right.
Now, that's quite enough. Hey, no flash photography.
What he's doing now is called his mating ritual.
I happen to be on a date.
When he and his mate have babies, will go out and find food and throw it back up in their mouths.
You're going to what?
That's disgusting.
It sure is.
You know what's disgusting? Watching me eat 4 Big Macs in one sitting and then licking the wrappers when you're done, you fat filthy.
You remember that one time I was at the beach and that tiny seagull pooped on my car by accident?
Yeah, you got bird bombed.
Right. And that was just a tiny seagull. Imagine this big bird thing.
Ew.
You think we poop on you by mistake? I'll have you know, I can hit a target from 500 feet up. So you better watch yourself, Lucy.
I think I'm ready to go.
Yes, my sweet. These people are really quite rude.
I meant alone. I thought this could work, but you're just too different.
But Suzanne, everything was going so well.
I'm sorry. I can't let a bald man as such a turn-off.
But I'm not bald! Alright, fine. Leave. You know what? Your laugh doesn't sound like a gentle tinkling of bells. It sounds like a pig in heat.
He's not sure he's moving a lot. Why is he doing that?
I don't know. Maybe it's hungry. Hey, throw him one of your peanuts. Does Polly want a peanut? Does Polly want a peanut?
Does Fatty want a talon through her spleen? Hey,
He didn't quite catch it. Hey, aim for his mouth.
I don't want a bloody peanut.
Well, Timmy, we better get going. We still got a long drive until we get to the Grand Canyon.
You know what, Mom? This was the bestest part of our vacation yet. I got to see a real live bald eagle.
I'm not bald.
Yeah, it's not every day you get to see your life. Bald eagle.
I'm not bald.
Bald eagles are the coolest.
Bald eagles are ball, 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 ball.
Bald, 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 bald.
I'm not bald!
As you can see, we have many complaints against people we spend our entire lives trying to please.
We could go all night with stories like these.
So we beg of you, please, tell your friends what you've seen here tonight. Teach your children the correct way to treat holiday celebrities. Because if you don't,
In January, no more New Year's Eve parties.
In February, no more magical moments at love at first sight.
In March, no more magically delicious cereals. In April, no more candy-filled baskets.
In May, no more mothers funding money for your car payments.
in June and every other month the tooth falls out of your head, no more quarters.
In July, no more majestic eagles soaring overhead with long, luxurious manes of snow-white feathers.
In August, no more romantic, bad poetry. In September, no more stupid question day.
Well, that might not be so bad.
Hey,
I'm just saying. In October, no more happy children running around getting free candy in the name of an atrocious massacre.
In November, all vegetarian meals on Thanksgiving Day. Well, maybe you can have some fields.
In December, no more presents. What do we want?
respect for holiday celebrities.
When we want it? Now! What do we want?
Respect for holiday celebrities.
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Respect for holiday celebrities.
And when do we want it?
Now!
Thank you.